ourselves nice and warmed up before we hit this upper body today. So 10 jumping jacks, whether it's high impact or low. Once you have done 10 jacks, we're gonna alternate those 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge nice and small. Even though we're working upper body today, I like to get the whole body nice and warm, ready to rock. We're gonna do 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Once you have done your 10, we're gonna do leg swings front and back. Feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need it. We're gonna do 10 swings on each leg. So swing arm to opposite leg, keep those abs nice and tight. And once you have done 10 leg swings on each leg, we're gonna come down onto the floor. High plank or push-up position. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes. We're gonna take one foot, step it nice and wide to the same hand. Open that hand up to the ceiling. Set that foot back. Same thing on the other side. Eyes follow the hand up to the ceiling. Taking that extra second to really get into the hip, chest, and shoulder. 5 left, 5 right. And once you have done your 10, stay down in your plank position. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step the feet out to the side. And then come on up. So, like I said earlier, it's all upper body. So we got back, chest, biceps, triceps, and shoulders. So you'll probably want a couple different sizes of weight. 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Once you've done the move, we do not go back and do it again. So, move number 1 is we're gonna do a walkout. When we get to that end plank position, we're gonna do 1 push-up. Push-up can be done either from the knees or the toes, you choose. Wider feet, easier on those hamstrings if you tend to be tight. But hands come down. We're gonna walk out to plank, stay on the toes or drop to the knees. Do 1 push-up, come on back. Touch the toes and then walk out again. So don't stand up between each rep. Just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And I'm just gonna talk you guys through the rest. So, 50 seconds on the clock. Here we go, guys. So we're gonna walk it out into that nice plank position. 1 push-up, knees or toes. Come on back, just touch those toes, walk it out again. Eyes stay down on the floor. We're gonna keep those abs nice and tight, so belly button pulled up into the spine. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Take little mini breaks if you need to. It's your 50 seconds. The key is just to not stop. So we got 15 seconds left on the clock. We're gonna drop down onto the floor, onto your stomach. We're gonna do some back extensions with a lat squeeze. So come right on out, elbows at 90 degrees for me. Eyes are down on the floor. We're gonna lift the chest off the floor. Back extension, tuck those elbows into the ribs and then release. Lift, squeeze, tuck. Keep your feet down on the floor. Squeeze those glutes to lift the chest. And then you should feel that mid-back contract as those elbows tuck into the ribs. You got it, guys. Take your time, feel that back work. We got about 10 seconds left on the clock. We're gonna roll over onto our back and grab 2 dumbbells. Rotating chest press is next. Good, so grab 2 dumbbells for me. Knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna start with the palms facing out, we rotate as we press up. So pressing up, bring those palms together, and then release back down. Now, if you happen to have a workout bench at home, feel free to use it. You'll be able to get those arms down past parallel, so you get more of a stretch. So you'll feel the muscles work a little bit more. But keep your core nice and tight. Just tap those arms on the floor and then go right into that next rotating press. If you need to take a break, just take an extra second at the top and then go into that next rep. You got it, guys. Nice work. We got less than 10 seconds left. We're gonna stay down. Skull crushers are next. So you can hold on to 2 dumbbells and bring the weight behind the head, punch the ceiling, or you can hold on to 1 dumbbell behind the head, punch the ceiling. So it's up to you how heavy you want to go. You want to lock that shoulder into place. Keep those elbows tucked in, don't let them flare to the side, and back push down into the floor, which means our abs are nice and tight still. You need to take a little break, take an extra second at the top, and then go into that next rep. Good work, guys. We have about 15 seconds left on the clock. We have 1 more move down here on the floor, and you're gonna need 1 dumbbell or 2 if you want more of a challenge. V-sit tuck with an overhead press. So keep your weight at the chest. We're gonna straighten those legs out. We're gonna tuck ourselves in, do 1 press, and then come back out. So pull in, press, and release. Driving that belly button into the spine to lift the shoulders and to pull those knees in. Now, if you want to make it a bit easier, keep your feet on the floor rather than off. And like I said, you could also use 2 dumbbells, which will be more of a challenge than just the 1. When the timer goes, guys, we're gonna need to stand up, and we're gonna need 1 dumbbell that you can do a 1-arm row for the back. So we got 1 round on the left, 1 round on the right. We have about 5 seconds left on the clock. 10 seconds to stand up and get ready to row. Good, grab a quick drink if you need it. And I need you to pick a side, left or right. So knees are soft, we're gonna push the hips back. Now you can do a narrow row. You can twist it up if you want a bit more of a challenge, or you can go wide, which is your harder version of the 3. So choose one, you can either stick with it, or start with the hardest version and then make it easier as you go. But I want you to feel that mid-back contract as you drive that elbow up and back, keeping your core tight, and make sure you don't start rounding the back. So you're gonna push the hips out, bring that chest up, 10 seconds left. Same thing on the other side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it. Same thing on the other side, guys. And then we're gonna move into some bicep work. So soften the knees, push that butt back. Remember, you can go narrow, twisting, or wide with those arms. Pull that belly button up into the spine. Feel that mid-back contract. Make weight adjustments if you need to get through the 50 seconds, or just take an extra second or pause at the bottom. When the timer goes, we're gonna need 2 dumbbells, guys. Hammer bicep curls are next. So palms are gonna face each other, and we'll bring the end of the dumbbell up to the shoulder. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, 2 dumbbells for me. Palms are gonna face the legs. We're weight up to the shoulder and then come on back down. All the way up, all the way down. So shoulders are down and relaxed. We're gonna glue that upper arm to the ribs. So the shoulders don't move, just the elbow. If you need to make this easier, feel free to alternate left and right or find a lighter set of weights. Also, make sure you don't start swinging those dumbbells up. Control on the way down, control on the way up. We're halfway there, guys. We're gonna stick with the biceps for one more move, and we're back down on the floor. Last 10 seconds. We'll give these arms a little bit of a shake, make any weight adjustments. In 3, 2, so we're gonna turn the palms up, and we're gonna go into a regular bicep curl, so you know where you're heading. So whether you use the same weight or not, totally up to you. All the way up, all the way down. Again, locking this posture into place, so we're not swinging the dumbbells up. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Abs are nice and tight. You can stagger your feet like I have to help with your body posture, or you can keep your feet right side by side, whatever works for you. When the timer goes, you can grab a quick drink, but we're back down on the floor. You're gonna need 2 dumbbells. We got chest flies, followed by push-ups. So if you need that mat for your push-ups, make sure you got it close by, ready to rock and roll. 10 more seconds, we hit the deck. In 5, 4, 3, 2, good. 2 dumbbells for those chest flies. So knees bent, feet flat. We start with the dumbbells up above the chest. We're gonna open up towards your floor and then squeeze those dumbbells back up above the chest. Knees are bent, feet flat. Back push down into the mat so our abs are nice and tight. Keeping those arms as straight as you can without locking the elbows. Get that nice stretch in the chest and the shoulder. Use those muscles to pull the dumbbells back up. When the timer goes, just make sure your weights are out of the way. We'll roll it over and we'll get set up to do push-ups, knees or toes. There it is. Flip it over, guys. We got those push-ups. You can always start on the toes and then drop down to the knees if you need to. So we're gonna drop that chest down between the hands, push away from the floor. So eyes are on the floor, back nice and flat. So make sure your butt doesn't start creeping up into the air. Make sure your hips don't start dropping down. Think of yourself as a moving plank. So your body is sandwiched between 2 boards and it can't move. Start with the hardest version, so that could be from the knees or the toes, and then make it easier as you go. So you can always elevate the hands off the floor to make it even easier. So find a staircase, a workout bench, a chair, a coffee table. But in about 4 seconds, we stand back up and grab 2 dumbbells. Tricep kickbacks. We're gonna do both arms at the same time. So I need 2 weights, guys. We're gonna glue those elbows to the ribs. Soften those knees, push those hips back. We're gonna go back and forth. Keeping those abs nice and tight to support the back. So again, watch that you don't start rounding through the body. Push the butt out, pull those shoulders back. And think of your elbow as a pendulum. So the shoulder does not move. Abs are tight. You need to make it easier, alternate left and right, guys. We have about 15 seconds. We have lateral shoulder raises next. So whether you use the same weight, go heavier, go lighter, but you're gonna need 2 dumbbells. In 5, 4, 3, 2. You got it. Grab 2 dumbbells for me. So lateral raises, we're gonna come up parallel to the floor and back down. Keep those shoulders down and back. So you wanna keep the shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna lock in this nice tall posture so abs are tight. You can stagger your stance, you can keep your feet side by side. You got it. Nice work. If you need to make this easier, you can alternate left and right, or bend your elbows to 90 degrees and come up with a shorter lever. That also makes it easier. We got 15 seconds, guys. We're gonna go back to the back. So I need 2 dumbbells, bicep row. Good, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. Grab a quick drink if you need it. 2 dumbbells, knees soft, push the butt out. I need your palms to face the ceiling. We're gonna drive those elbows up and back. Weights are nice and close to the legs. The only difference is that your palms face up, that's it. So still think chest out, shoulder blades together. Feel that mid-back contract as those elbows come up. Keeping that abs nice and tight to support the back. Knees soft, hips out, and watch that you don't start rounding. Push the butt out, keep those shoulders back. Come on, 20 seconds. We're gonna go back to the shoulders. Rear delt flies. So whatever weight you use for the laterals, you should be able to do for the rear delts. Good, 5 seconds, come on. 4, 3, 2. Good. Make any weight changes. We're gonna basically come back into that exact same position. So knees are soft, hips are back, hands are down. We're gonna come up to 3 and 9 o'clock with those arms. Keeping your core nice and tight to support the back. Eyes are on the floor. So again, nice neutral spine. I'm not all hunched over and rounded. Butt is out, shoulders are back, and I'm coming up parallel to the floor. Now, if you need to make it easier, feel free to alternate left and right. We got 20 seconds left on the clock. We're gonna go back to some biceps. We're gonna do a bicep curl hold. So one arm does the work while one arm holds stationary. Then we switch. We're gonna alternate left and right sides. And 3, 2, 2 dumbbells for me. I need you to start at 90 degrees with these elbows. Knees are soft, abs are tight. So we're gonna do one curl on one side while the other side holds. And then we do the same thing on the other side. I want to keep those elbows at 90 degrees the whole time. Keeping my abs nice and tight. Shoulders down and relaxed. You can stagger the stance or keep your feet side by side. As long as you don't swing the dumbbells up, you guys are golden. Good, 20 seconds left. Back to those shoulders again. Front shoulder raises are next. So again, the same weight that you just did for the laterals and the rear delt, you should be good for the front. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, make that weight change. Hands come in front of the legs. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Coming up parallel to the floor, come on, back down. You can stagger your stance on here as well. What I don't want is this. So if you need to alternate, you can do that, or put one dumbbell between the hands and come up with just one weight. That's the way that you can make things easier as you go along. But you gotta keep that core tight as those weights come up in front. 20 seconds, guys, and we're sticking with the shoulders. We got 3 moves left. Next one is an Arnold press. So we're gonna need 2 dumbbells again. Whether you stay the same weight, go up a little bit. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake that out to make any weight changes. Get your hands up to the collarbone, palms are facing your collarbone. We're gonna pull apart, press overhead, come right back down. Now, you can alternate. You can add a bit of a push press, just watch your back. So again, as we press overhead, I don't want you arching to get the weight up. So make weight adjustments, or like I said, alternate or add a push press to keep that good posture. You got it, guys. Come on, 20 seconds. We're gonna need to pick a side, left or right. You're gonna need one dumbbell. We have a lunge, one arm row next. You got it, come on. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. So if my right leg is out in front, my left hand has the weight. So I want you to come into a nice deep lunge position for me. You can do a narrow row up for the row, or you can twist it up. If you want more of a challenge, go wide with the elbow. So you got 3 options with that row. Eyes are on the floor, right? So I have a nice neutral spine. I'm not all hunched over. So my shoulders are pulled back, abs are nice and tight. I'm resting my non-working side on that front knee. You got it, guys. Come on, 15 seconds. We're gonna switch hands, we're gonna switch feet. In 10. And then we got just one move left. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, switch the feet, switch the hands. And we only need one dumbbell for the next move as well. Here we go, drive that elbow up and back. Eyes are on the floor. Nice neutral spine, abs are tight. We're just relaxing that non-working arm on the front knee. And as that elbow comes up and back, you should feel that mid-back contract. Good, we got 20 seconds left. We're gonna switch hands with your dumbbell when the timer goes. We're gonna do a cross body dumbbell clean. Now you can also do this with kettlebells if you have a kettlebell at home. I will show you with the dumbbell and a kettlebell just in case you have a kettlebell. In 3, 2, nice. So switch hands. Hand's gonna come across to the opposite foot, and then we clean up to the shoulder. Squat, clean. So we come across the body, clean it up to the shoulder. Now, if you have a kettlebell, same thing. You're gonna come across, clean it up. Come across, clean it up. So it doesn't matter which one you have, they both work. We wanna keep the chest up, eyes up, so we're not looking down at our feet. We're gonna push those hips back into the squat, chest is up, and then use that momentum of standing up to get the weight to the shoulder. Keeping that weight close to the body, so I don't want you bringing it out and then to the shoulder. Think of zipping up that coat. 5 seconds, one more side. Good, same thing other side. Keep the same weight from left side to right side. I just need 50 more seconds and then you guys are done. Here we go, come across, clean it up. Cross, up. Eyes are up. Core is nice and tight. Sitting those hips back into the squat. Keeping that weight nice and close to the body. Using that momentum to get out of the squat to get the weight to the shoulder. You got it, guys. Come on, 25 seconds. We're halfway there. We're gonna grab some water. We'll stretch it out. You guys are good to go. 15. Last 10. Come on. In 5, 4, 3, 2, Done and done, guys. Grab some water, meet me down on the floor. We're gonna pull those knees into the chest, give them a nice big hug. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths. Getting into that lower back. And then arms are gonna come out to the side. Drop both knees left or right. Keeping this opposite arm on the floor so that you get a stretch through the shoulder and through the chest. Extend the top leg if you need a deeper stretch. And then doing the exact same thing on the other side. Drop those knees, keeping that other arm down on the floor. Extend the opposite leg only if you need to go deeper into that hip, chest, and shoulder. Nice job, guys. Good. Come on up. We're not going to go through all the hip and back stretches, so rock and roll. I want you to flip it over for me. So from here, we're going to come into child's pose. I want you to sit the hips back. Reach those hands out in front like you want to grab something. Getting a nice stretch through those lats. And then walk your hands either to the left or to the right. Getting a nice deeper stretch on the one side. And then same thing on the other side. Coming back to center. Coming up onto the hands and knees. Take one hand, you're gonna thread it under the body. Drop the shoulder. Drop the hips down until you can feel that stretch through the back shoulder, back of the shoulder. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Thread that needle, drop the shoulder, drop the hip. Coming back up onto hands and knees, we're gonna flex the feet, push those hips up, heels come into the floor, head between the shoulders. And then we're gonna slowly walk the feet towards the hands. You're gonna hang like a rag doll. And I want you to think of separating those shoulder blades. So pull them apart and then slowly stand it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back. Interlace those hands and open up through the chest. Chest out, keeping those shoulders down. And then we're gonna give yourself a nice big old pat on the back. Push that elbow back for a nice tricep stretch. And we're gonna finish off with one more shoulder stretch. And you're gonna need to grab one of your dumbbells. The heavier the dumbbell, the more of a stretch you're gonna get through that shoulder. So grab one weight for me. Make your feet nice and wide, and we're gonna hinge over. I'll go this way. And you're gonna make nice circles. You're gonna let the shoulder drop. You're gonna let it relax or sink into the stretch. Do 5 or 6 circles clockwise, 5 or 6 circles counterclockwise, and then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And like I said, the heavier your weight, the more it's gonna pull on that shoulder. Nice. 5 or 6 one direction, 5 or 6 the other. And then set your weight down. Again, slowly come on up and you guys are done. Way to go, guys, with this upper body workout. Job well done. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next class.